What's going on, good people? Welcome into the Delmarva Sports Insider, the only live and local show dedicated to giving you all local sports all the time. I'm Sports Director Trayvon Miles.
That's right, and I'm Brandon Bossert. Welcome on into the show, ladies and gentlemen.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Here we are, nearly 2.5 months after we broke the story of fall sports returning in the spring for the Bayside Conference. This spring campaign officially comes to an end this week.
Yeah, Trey, crazy that the season is already come and gone, but we had some interesting matchups for this week, week 7. So let's start with a rivalry game up north. The last time Ryan O'Connor takes the field. Crazy to say that, honestly. Yeah. And it was against the Vikings, a team that scored 44 points per game so far this season.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That matchup that Brandon's speaking about, we're beginning with, was easily the best game of the 2019 football season, if you can recall. Cambridge and Easton battled it out in a double overtime thriller that saw the Warriors come out on top with a 40-34 win. Tonight, the rematch. In the spring season finale, Easton looking to finish the year unbeaten. A tough start for the Warriors in this one. Ryan O'Connor looking for John Coretti, Tayon Fletcher there to pick it out of the air, setting the offense up at midfield. Cambridge cooking, but John Henry dropping back off his back foot. Sharif Curry picking it off for the touchback. Scoreless to end the first quarter. Now the Warriors would threaten inside the 2. Graham Hadaway going to pick his way through the line, reaches over the goal line for 6. Warriors up 7 points at halftime.
Now second half, Vikings looking to get back in this one. John Henry dropping back again. It's Curry with the pick. He takes it down inside the 30. This kid was all over the place tonight.
3 picks.
A few plays later, it's Hadaway punching it in for his second score of the game. And the Warriors were up 17 in the third quarter in this one. Easton with the ball back, trying to get some insurance right here. But the pass going to be tipped and falls into the arms of Jayzon Roberts, and he gets it down to midfield right here. That drive would stall for Cambridge, leading to this right here. Ryan O'Connor dropping back, floating the rainbow to the back of the end zone there, into the hands of Grant Copper for their final connection of their careers. Easton shuts out Cambridge for the 24-0 final to finish undefeated.
Crazy that I can't believe I'm done. I mean, it feels like just yesterday I was a freshman playing with all these same guys. I've been playing with these same guys since I've been in Pop Warner. I mean, I always will think I'm the best, but that's what every good player, that's the mentality they're going to have. It's all these guys behind me and all my coaches. I'm just nothing without them.
For us to come out and have the season that we had, I mean, it's jubilation.
Wow, chills listening to Ryan O'Connor, right? First of all, congratulations to Easton. It's the first time in a while they finished a regular season unbeaten. And like I said with Salisbury football earlier this week, I don't care if you had 2 games, if you had 5, if you had 10, you prepare to win every game that you play, and Easton did that this year. Ryan O'Connor honestly didn't have the best game of his career in this game, but for them to still come out with a shutout win on the road against their rivals is mighty impressive considering what we saw last year. Cambridge really fell hard against a really good team. Now, their 2 losses this year are to bigger schools, so they still run that 1A East Division, and I think they will pick up where they left off this coming fall.
Yeah, first, I know that this was Ryan O'Connor's final game, but shout out to that Easton defense.
Yeah.
Before tonight, Cambridge was 5-0, a matchup of the unbeatens. Their offense scored 27, 36, 50, 53, and 54 points. And tonight, a goose egg. What a performance we saw put out by what I think is the player of the week. It's the entire Easton defense, Trey. I'm putting that out there right now. Yeah. I'm nominating the Easton defense because that was an impressive performance they put out there tonight.
Yeah, look, they certainly have a case. They did fall on the road against Kent Island in that game where their defense did squander a little bit, Cambridge did, but nonetheless, Easton's defense came up huge today. To keep the likes of Dario Belizaire and those Cambridge backs out of the end zone was quite impressive tonight.
All right, now let's move on to a matchup where we were curious to see this week. Could Colonel's offense keep up with North Carolina? Well, the Bulldogs taking the field before their game with the Colonels at the Ridge. After forcing a turnover on downs, North Carolina strikes first. Ethan Dvorak takes it up the middle, and no one's going to catch him. Number 3 is in for 6 for the Bulldogs. A few minutes later, more Dvorak takes the toss to the left, gets a block, powers through 2 Colonels, falls in for the touchdown as the Bulldogs rolling early in this one. How about some love for the defense? Colonels' offense has been incredible this season, but not tonight. Gang of Bulldogs in to stop that one. And then check out the hit from Owen Doyle. Defense setting the tone in this one.
That's a tough kid.
Oh, yeah, tough kid right there. And the offense continued the onslaught. A couple of scores for number 8, Jalen Carroll. North Carolina with a statement win over an improved Colonel team, 46-8 tonight.
Here in Salisbury, Parkside hosting Kent County in their finale. Jabronte Mills rumbling in from 4 yards out. Not a lot of people wanted to tackle him. The Rams lead 7-0.
I wouldn't want to tackle him, Trey.
Now, Kent County doesn't have much, but they have a phenomenal talent in Thomas Goldsboro III. Check out the pass here into the window on 3rd and 22. A gain of 62 sets the Trojans up in the red zone, and they cash in. TG3 with another dime on the slant to Gary Emery. We're tied at 7. That's when things got ugly. The ensuing kickoff, Therese Worthy takes it at the 7 and races 93 yards to the end zone for the score. Few possessions after that. Malachi Jones getting into the end zone for another touchdown. Double-digit lead, and then check out the move by Worthy. Sticks his foot in the ground, gets outside of a defender and goes all the way. He's going to dance with the defender here a little bit, but get into the end zone. This kid had 5 touchdowns and an interception in this game. Huge coming out party for that guy. Parkside wins big, 58-34.
Okay, maybe we have another contender for player of the
Oh,
week.
yeah.
All right. Decatur taking on Snow Hill. Luke Murgout with the pick 6 right here. He's going to sneak his way into the end zone. 2-point try is good. 16-0 Hawks in the first. Decatur freshman Caden Shockley takes it in. 15 yards rushing right here. 2-point try is good. 24-0 Hawks in the early second. With less than 5 seconds left, Snellsire finding number 19 senior Brett Truitt for the score. 32-0 at that point. Final score 48-7. Decatur takes this one.
And one final score to pass along after COVID-related pauses by both programs. Kent Island and Queen Anne's get together for their rivalry tonight in Stevensville. It's the Buccaneers coming out with a 21-point win over the rival Lions. All right, so to wrap things up, Brandon, Easton is the top dog of it all. It'll be really interesting to see what happens with this team going forward in the fall. Now, I do hear that there are more O'Connors that can throw the ball in Easton, so I know Coach McGlinchey has something up his sleeve. Really want to focus on Parkside before I wrap up, because the Rams had been the class of the South for the past few years, and we were all shocked when they took that big loss to Decatur to open the year and then to Y-High. Now, no excuses, I won't give them any, but some of the injuries that they had to start this year really makes me feel like the program is not in as bad of a shape as we might have thought when this season started. Decatur, on the other hand, is on the come up, and they've got some young studs to look out for. Jake Coleman and company really brewing something special down there in Berlin.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to give a shout out to North Carolina. This program turns out great athletes, great teams year after year. And this spring season, they were down 2 losses. That's very unlike the Bulldogs.
It really is.
And it just goes to show the heart of the team and the ability of the coaching staff really to get their guys ready for a game at the end of a spring season that really doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things, but they came out and dominated today.
Absolutely.
Dismantling Colonel by 38 points. It was impressive to watch tonight. But the one thing I can't help but think about tonight, final week of the season, is what programs will build off of this spring season come the fall. So a few of them that I'm looking out for: Decatur, Y-High, North Carolina. Decatur, how good are they? We saw some impressive performances out of Decatur this spring season. Y-High, can they be the top of all their city rivals? Really, it's Y-High and Parkside. Can they top Parkside once again next year? And then North Carolina, will they return to excellence next season? It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm going to take James McCormick and the guys. Coach Mack really knows what he's doing there in the Ridge. All right, that'll do it for the A block. We're taking a quick commercial break, but when we return, we're taking a look at some of the other sports on Delmarva. We had some great finishes in the final week of the fall sports season. That and more when the Delmarva Sports Insider returns.
I'm Brendan Riley. I'm the head football coach at Parkside High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.